Hey guys, I've got another Feral Druid build coming out today that's focused on Incarn play in Mythic Plus, and it's been really fun. I know I've been showing it off on stream and people were kind of like quite excited about it, so I thought I'd showcase it a little bit. I had some fun with it when I was playing with it yesterday and the day before, and seemed pretty cool. The big bases of this build, you know, it's not like the strongest build. I think it's quite decent, and it seems to be doing quite well. It struggles a little bit in single target, but I think that there'll probably be ways to gain more single target with the new talents that we're going to be getting once the PTR changes go live on beta, which will be coming this week. So, and I will be able to test this more. The areas I think this build are really going to shine is mass pulling. If you can get some really big consistent pulls, I think this will be a really good build, or you know, it could be quite a fun build. But it's incorporating Incarnation. The whole basis of this build is you want to use as many Primal Wraths as possible, as quickly as possible, to emphasize tear open wound damage, emphasize like Sabertooth and your rip and tear, and just get constant finishes. You just get as much bleed damage as possible. So it's an Incarn bleed build, and it's kind of cool. Starting out, I get double Primal Claws, which is really crazy. This talent I thought is, you know, personally I don't love it, but it really works in this build because traditionally with Feral, you do 3 combo point generators. If at least 2 of those crit, then you'll be at 5 combo points. So you need to do at least 3 generators, and then you can do your finisher. But that's quite time consuming. So the whole point of this build is to try and reduce that to 2, maybe even 1 generator, and then being able to jump into a finisher. So you're trying to proc your combo points here and get those additional combo points, and it procs fairly often, you know, 20% chance, which is quite often. On top of that, you're gonna have Tiger's Tenacity, which is gonna make it so that when you Tiger's Fury, and as things are dying and you're getting more Predator resets with Tiger's Tenacity, well, with Predator, you can then proc your Tiger's Tenacity more often, and Tiger's Tenacity can actually be procced by Apex. So when you get a free Apex bite, you can use that, which will activate your Sabertooth, but then, and you know, Rampant Frosty, sure, but then it's also going to give you that additional combo point. So basically, you can do like one generator, puts you at 4 combo points, get that Apex proc, use that, which is 2 birds with 1 stone, because it's giving you your final combo point, and is also going to be giving you your Sabertooth proc. So then you can immediately Primal Wrath, and you can get that bonus. You're also going to be getting Ashmane's Guidance to be off at, like, very often proccing your Incarn for a few seconds, because this is playing into the additional combo points that you're going to get. You're going to get your Pouncing Strikes. You're going to get additional combo points from like swiping and stuff like that as well. So I'll actually like show off some of the gameplay now that you guys can actually watch through as well. But you're going to be getting, though, like during your Incarn window, you're going to be kind of being recouping 2 combo points whenever you use a finisher, and then on top of that, and by recouping I mean refunded, and then on top of that, you're also going to have your generator, so your swipe, giving you 3 combo points instead of 2. So you can basically, during those Incarn windows, 1 generator, 1 finisher, generator, finisher, generator, finisher, and then outside of that you have like Tiger's Tenacity, you have Primal Claws, things like that, which is helping give you even more combo points. So it's quite a cool, like, it's a simplistic playstyle, but you're like tracking your combo points constantly and looking for your Incarn procs, and trying to, you know, predict those Apex procs as well as the Primal Claw procs as well, and it's kind of cool. It's been quite fun, and in like large AOE, it's been really quite good damage. I've been able to hold like easily 100k plus on these pulls pretty consistently. It does fall short a little bit in single target. That's kind of where it's struggling. But like I say, with the new talent build that's going to be coming through, it'll be easy to pick up things like Moonfire and Infected Wounds or whatever if you need to. Maybe you could even play Blood Talons with this instead as well. And it means that you're able to pull out a little bit more single target and not have to, you know, not have to expend a bunch of talent points for that to get that. So definitely looking into using that. I also want to see if I can drop Rampant Frosty, because I don't think it's really that good a talent anymore. And it's something that, you know, with the changes, the kind of nerfs or retuning away from Ferocious Bite and going more towards rip damage and rate damage, they've kind of killed off Ferocious Bite and Rampant Frosty a lot, in my opinion. to the point where it's only doing like a couple of percent, like 2-3% of your overall damage right now. It's not very good. So if there's a way that I can play this build without Rampant Ferocity, then I'll probably look to do that. Because you can even look to grab Sudden Ambush as well, which again would help you with, you know, just additional damage from your on like single target with additional generators and more rake damage and stuff like that. So that's good. But the build itself I think is really, really fun. I think it's worth trying out because I know some people are saying, hey Sai, can you make Incarn work? And I think this is how you would kind of do it. The whole idea being as well that your Incarn is going to last, or your Berserk is going to last 10 additional seconds. So you're getting more time of more combo point generation, right? And especially in higher level dungeons, because we only did a +10 here, but especially in higher level dungeons, that's going to work really nicely because you'll have Incarn for probably the whole of the pack. Should be good. On top of that, you're getting your Frenzy Band bleed, so you're getting additional bleed there, getting extended Incarn, getting more combo points generated, and then Ashmane's Guidance proccing Incarn. I think I managed to get, in a +15 key, I managed to get 10 additional Incarn procs, which amounts to 2 additional Incarns. Which, when you then consider as well that you're playing Heart of the Lion, which is reducing your Incarn down to a 2-minute cooldown, you're actually getting pretty good uptime on your Incarn across the whole course of a key. And you can find that your Incarn is actually coming off cooldown quite regularly, and you're just getting that solid reduction on it as well. So it's quite fun to play with. Again, it's not the strongest build. That's, you know, that's not necessarily what I'm making videos on, is not necessarily strongest builds, but just more so, here's a build that looks like you can be played, and this is how you do it, and this is something maybe a little bit more, a little bit different or a little bit more interesting than just kind of the status quo builds. But I really like this idea of just emphasizing your tear open wounds. I'm even experimenting with, at times, getting 4 combo points and then just sending a finisher and not worrying about going up to 5 combo points, and just like, you know, 1 generator finisher, 1 generator finisher, just sending that and trying to do that as often as possible. Of course, the damage number breakdown, like we'll have to see whether it's always like, you know, worth going up to 5 and stuff like that. In theory, I mean, it really should be, but I think you can maybe potentially get away with not going up to 5. So yeah, but it's a cool build. Obviously playing in with Apex as well. I really love the aspect of Tygus, Tenacity, and Apex really synergizing well together. And most of these talents are actually just very well synergized, and it's quite cool. The way that you can make some of these builds work now. I think the Feral Druid talent tree is looking so good. Not just from a damage standpoint, but just, you know, from playstyle and stuff. So right now here, I was in my Incon window, and I was able to, you know, I'm pulling 140k also in this pack here, and again, things are dying quite quickly, so if things had lived a bit longer, that would have been great. But you're getting, you know, you're getting those Incon procs, which is helping with your generation as well. You're getting Frenzy Band during those 6-second windows as well, so that's quite good. I would like to see the window of Ashmane's Guidance actually be increased. I think 6 seconds is maybe a little bit meh. Like it could do with a little bit of a buff there if it really wants to compete with Convoke. Plus, it's quite expensive to take. You know, you have to go deep into the like Incon pathway, and also you're putting two talent points into Incon. So it'd be nice if Incon the proc lasted a little bit longer. I think 6 seconds isn't quite long enough for my liking. So that would be probably my one feedback to Blizzard if they're listening, if they're watching. But guys, that's basically kind of the highlight of this video. Go try it yourselves. Go check it out. I'm incorporating Frenzy Band into the, or Feral Frenzy as well, into this bleed to get a build to get a bit of extra single target. But I could also see myself going like adaptive. I think adaptive would be really good with your periodic effects as well, or maybe even carnivorous and grab that up. So there's a couple of different options here in ways that you can make this play out. I don't think you need double clawed rake necessarily, because you're not really rake spreading. You're more so swiping, because swipe has a higher chance to crit, which means you get combo point generation like quicker, so that's better than raking and not having that as high a chance to crit. But yeah, that's the build. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're liking these videos. Remember to come check me out, twitch.tv/Psybear_TV. This weekend I'll be streaming more Mythic Plus if it's out on beta, which it should be. So come check me out, give me your ideas, give me your builds, and come watch me out.